Okay, so last time, turns out the job that Skarn Earthbeard asked you to do is not quite as easy as it was originally made out to be, because as soon as you started, bad stuff happened. Skarn and Roland set out alone, were immediately captured by some brigands with gray cloaks. You went in and beat up everybody, and we rescued Roland after making a deal, and we arrived in the town of Bravebank. In Bravebank, we hung out with the excellent innkeeper slash diner owner slash provisions provider, Bartholorum, and his assistant manager, Cherry. Spaghetti was had, pancakes were had, and after that, after hanging out and talking with Bartholorum, trying to get like a kind of summary of what's up in the town, you learned that there are a local militia called the Rustlers that are really annoying. And then we found out that Cherry is ridiculously cute. And then we went to Roland at the Townmaster's house, Townmaster's hall, and talked with the Townmaster Hiram Walker. This to put it any other way would not be doing it justice, to a disgusting man, and seemed to not really care a whole lot about you, Roland, anything. He told you to go fight something somewhere else, and was generally dismissive. And but at least he seemed to like you, because he said, "Hey, Roland, I like these people. Why can't you be more like them?" So maybe a backhanded compliment. But anyway, Roland mentioned, Roland came out, followed you guys, and mentioned that there was another operative from the Lord's Alliance. He revealed that there is someone here named Amaretto, scholarly gentleman that specializes in intel. He is apparently missing, and Roland's Roland's true purpose here, in addition to helping Skarn, is to find Amaretto, who has disappeared. And as you all look out around the town, trying to decide where to go, you're more or less in the center of town. You know where Bartholorum's Provisions is. There's a couple of people that you've seen around town that you have not yet met. Directly across from you is some sort of shrine, looking perhaps some sort of place of worship. You do know, Bart told you that there's a geologist over at the big exchange trading post towards the south side of town. And there's other places that you could potentially drum up knowledge, or you can do whatever you want to do. You've earned some sneers from the Rustlers so far. And as you look around this bright autumn day, there's the cool breeze bringing fresh scent of apples to your nose. What would you like to do?
Is there anyone there?
Hello.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Karydin is still kind of seething to himself about the interaction with Hiram? I think was Hiram. He's big unhappy.
Very angry Dragonborn.
He's just kind of like sitting there, arms crossed, like grumbling.
Xalia's probably just looking around to see if there's anything that in particular going on that catches our eye.
Okay.
Doesn't have any particular goals right now.
Let's see. There is roll a perception check. Just to determine which way we're looking. We're looking straight ahead. Directly ahead of you, Xalia, is a small shrine made of stones. They're kind of arranged in an arc, so like they're built up kind of in like a circle platform, and then above it there's the arc of stones. Here there's a simple red cloth laying on the stones where a candle kind of bakes in the sun, and then arranged around the candle there seem to be some reflective glints. You do see a lady that is here. She seems to be kind of fiddling with her arms.
Okay. Lily's gonna go look at the shiny thing, and she's gonna like kneel down and start changing the texture of her finger skin to be reflective, exactly like the shiny things are.
Okay. These shiny things are gold coins. They're vaguely arranged in a star shape around the candle.
Okay.
The fingers that you own are now vaguely golden, and they reflect a little bit of the sun. The woman here notices that you show up, and she says, "Hello, have you come to pay your respects to the goddess of chance today?"
Azalea's gonna shake her head.
No?
And
not feeling lucky today?
she's gonna put one of her golden fingers to her lips and tilt her head.
Okay. As you're doing this, you're able to take in this lady. She appears to be of elf descent. She's got jet black hair, the color of quill ink. She's got like this determined face on her countenance. She's got quilted armor with brown around the torso, and it's white on the sleeves. They're embroidered in diamond shapes. She's got a long single-edged saber sheathed on her left side, and then as you came up, she was holding her left palm over her right arm, and when you did come up, it looks like she's quickly moved to changing and like bandaging up whatever on her arm is. She's clipping the bandages simultaneously as she's bidding you welcome.
Okay.
Quiet? Okay.
Zalia's gonna like close in and kind of point at the bandage and, you know, head tilt again, but this time with an "oh, what happened" look on her face.
Well, you're not from here. Certainly haven't seen you. I haven't seen many of you. This is from a wound that I got. Do you talk? Hello?
She's gonna like, I can.
Ah, I see. I get it. Well, this. Do you really want to know? She seems kind of standoffish, like she's not immediately eager to tell anyone of her problems.
I mean, Dayla's just gonna kind of shrug then. Like, okay.
Okay, well, this here is the shrine to the goddess of Lady Luck. I noticed you checking out the thing, and you a faithful at all, or?
Shakes her head.
Well, I certainly hope fortune shines down on you today soon. The you being here might be unlucky in itself, but maybe you're the fortune that will bring us or deliver us out of this stuff.
I'm gonna blink and then just turn around and leave.
Goodbye, then. And her smile just turns back into just like a focused look. She's continuing to fiddle and finagle with her arm and the bandages.
If I recall correctly, we agreed to go out into the forest and help Hiram. with his gnoll and or orc problem.
I'm
Well,
not sure
I mean,
we
this
agreed
is
so
out of
much if we
character.
didn't decline it.
Yeah. Karydin's gonna he's still sort of grumbling to himself, but he looks around at the group and says, "So, gnolls, orcs, how do we want to do this?"
How do we want to? Don't. That seems like I don't know. I don't. I have a bad feeling about going off on some chase for random gnolls and orcs while Skarn is held captive somewhere. It just doesn't sit right.
Karydin sort of grunts and says, "If you have any other ideas about getting information," it seemed like to me Hiram knew something, but just didn't want to tell until we did his dirty work for him. If you have any other ideas, I will gladly take them. Goes back to grumbling to himself a bit.
Lekai speaks up. Would it'd probably be in our best interest to at least talk to some of the, I guess, militia for information on these orcs and gnomes?
Gnolls, by the way.
Gnolls.
And GNOLLS, they're like hyena boys.
Right.
Humanoid hyenas. Out of character, I should have specified. No, Karydin is very, very educated on gnolls, apparently.
As you
Aloe
all
kind
are...
of pipes up and...
Yes?
Sorry?
Go ahead, Aloe.
I was considering trying to find this geologist. Did we have any more information about that, or are people down to look for information?
Is Aloe asking?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Karydin sort of thinks, yeah, anything sounds better than helping Hiram, I guess.
Lekai agrees. I'm perfectly fine with getting actual information compared to knowing just how much of a slot fest that guy was.
Alright. Well, I guess Aloe wants to look around town.
Make an investigation check.
Where's investigation?
Not bad. Okay. Walking around town, leading the group in the general direction of southward, as you kind of knew where the general direction of the mining exchange is. You see, come into view, a group of buildings, and there appear to be many prospectors and farmers gathered here. They're all having their minerals appraised, and the farmers are attempting to sell their fruits and vegetables as lunchboxes for the miners. There's lots of bartering happening here, and it's a rare thing for a coin to exchange hands. You notice as you're watching and walking up. There's this tall, wide outdoor structure it's a pavilion. There's many gazebos of painted yellow wood, and they've got gray shingles set here all the way towards a wide cave opening that looks like it's dug directly into the Wraith Mountains. At the center of all this bustle is a woman with some sort of like Christmas tree ornament floating next to her. Around the official-looking lady is an associate that lags several feet behind, and several kobolds. This important-looking lady, she appears to be a young woman, perhaps in her 20s. She's got a pretty face with almost childish smile and demeanor. She's got puffy hair the color of dark manzanita bough that drapes around her soft countenance and equally brown eyes. She's got a single braid adorned with a hair ornament that depicts a set of golden shapes. She's got a long golden earring that hangs from her right here, and as you walk up, you can tell that her attire is rather simple. She wears a green bodice over a simple dark blue dress. She's got a short, hoodless, light brown mantle that covers her shoulders, but it doesn't reach past her elbows. She's got a satchel slung diagonally across her form, and she's hurriedly jotting away at a piece of parchment clipped to a hardened board, as all these kobolds are kind of like either clamoring for her attention or invested in some trinket that they hold in their hands. They're just this ever-moving shape of like group of kobolds that are around her. You all party have walked up now, and the associate next to her clears their throat. Just she looks up, smiles, and shoos the kobold crew away. Away, away, you wretched yet adorable creatures. She greets you.
Away.
She greets you and hands the clipboard to the associate and says, "Hello, welcome to my mining exchange. My name's Sigrid. You can call me Sig. What can I do for you? Have you brought an appraisal?" She's got this smile on her face. Brushes some hair out of her eyes.
Aloe just kind of walks up, introduces himself, and states that we're adventurers. We're looking for a geologist, whose name I can't seem to remember.
Well, geologist you have found. My name is Sigrid, and I am a geologist. But again, call me Sig. I study the rocks here for unusual properties. This here is Newt, and she gestures to the little Christmas tree floating orb, dark powder, like it's holding, like it's this little Christmas tree thing, like looking ornament like that you would hang, and it's got an orb that's full of dark powder. It's got a clamp that holds a medium-sized diamond aloft in a glass casing. The whole construct is housed in this kind of like vaguely hourglass shape, and it levitates with some like silver pinion feathers that flap and glow slowly. This is Newt. Don't mind him. And yeah, indeed, I am a geologist. That what you seek? What can I do for you? How did you hear of me?
A man named Roland introduced or pointed us in your direction. We've run into some trouble with bandits and are seeking out one of their keeps, supposedly in a forest.
Bandits. Grey cloaks, perhaps?
Yes, exactly. The Grey Cloaks. Karydin, his eyes sort of light up. He, gestures.
Yes.
He's excited that someone is finally, giving them information.
Yes, those foul highwaymen, they definitely are a nuisance. They harry our prospectors coming to and fro from the mountains, and even hamper the excursions over towards the northeastern hills that are toward Matzaval. I've only been here for 6 months, but they definitely are not great for the town's prosperity, you understand? Difficult to run an exchange if there's nothing to appraise.
Have you heard of Skarn Earthbeard, or his brothers Obsi and Rhyol?
Her face changes, and she kind of does like a aha kind of thing. Indeed, I have heard of Skarn. He recently staked a claim in an area around here. He was supposed to give me his papers, since I handle all those claims here at the exchange, but he hasn't been here for maybe 2 months longer.
Yes, see, that's the issue. He may have been accosted by the Grey Cloaks.
Oh no. Well, that's no good.
Certainly not.
But we have reason to believe that he was taken to one of their keeps.
I see. Well, I am sorry to say, I wish I could help you, but I do not know where this keep is. It might be in an area that has not yet been surveyed. We usually have many prospectors going along the Wraith Mountains, but not inside the forest, not closer to the Embercano. The northeast is difficult to survey as well. I bet I could. I bet I know who could tell you. There's many rumors circulating at Bartholorum's. Perhaps someone could tell you there, or you might seek to make the company of Old Man Kier. I've only been here 6 months, but he's been friendly here, and he seems to care about the town as much as I do.
Say that name again?
Old man who?
His name is Kier Silverlake. Some people call him Slippy, but I certainly don't.
Would you happen to know where he might be?
Do you smell those apples on the air? That's his orchard. He's to the northwest.
Karydin takes a couple sniffs and smiles and says, "Thank you very much, Sig."
Indeed. You're welcome.
Oh. Out of character is...
A few seconds pass by.
Karydin sits there waiting for the response and goes, my name is Karydin, and these are my compatriots. And he sort of gestures.
She smiles and extends her hand, palm up, for a shake or a touch or whatever.
Karydin goes to shake hands.
Gives you another warm smile. Sig Weaver. If you don't mind, I would like to throw in another observation. Been here for a while. I do notice a couple things. It seems like you are here to do some good for the town, and especially if you're working for Skarn. Skarn seem to have high hopes for Bravebank as well. I'm sure you've seen these red-cloaked people around.
Karydin nods. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it. We have.
Well, allow me to say something has changed with them since Skarn left about 2 months ago. And I believe it was someone came into town, and they used to be just militia protecting the town, but now they're more mercenaries. I think that... And then Hiram doesn't really... She seems to have trouble kind of formulating the topic. Hiram is not taking responsibility to quell the disorder in town. And these rustlers, they're just kids, lacking guidance. They clearly have someone that is leading them that is not Hiram. She gives you a smile.
That's for sure.
She gives you a smile and says, "Why don't you go find him and kick his ass?"
Karydin
kicked Hiram's ass.
Karydin smirks a little bit. We can do our best.
And if you find anything of interest, any sort of magical items or rocks that you would like to appraise, definitely bring them to me. I can take a look at them.
We'll keep you in mind.
Speaking of, well, now that you mentioned magical items, what is that floating next to you?
Oh, this? Simply Newt. This is Newt.
Oh, actually, Karydin
And then,
is...
but then she continues. Newt is a little someone I made. Brings back good memories. Helps me around. You know, almost like a pet, you could say, but not really. It's more than a pet. And she looks at this kind of flying hourglass with a smile.
Accel, out of character. Do you remember Karydin searching the halfling and finding that flute? Was it recorder?
A flute. Did you write down your
he's-
inventory?
I don't think I did, which is why I'm asking, because I remember picking something up like that, but I don't have it in my inventory.
I'm pretty sure I remember you finding that.
Because it was the Chris, which I didn't pick up, the extra corrosive vial, which I did, and then like some sort of musical instrument.
Sounds familiar to me.
It was like a recorded
Yeah.
flute instrument.
Okay. I do recall it, but it's not in any of my notes, so rest in peace.
Oh well.
No, she can take a look at it if you produce it.
Yeah, Karydin sort of, perks up and goes, "Oh, actually, I found this." And he rummages through his pack for a little bit, sort of struggles a bit, and then he tugs out the recorder and says, "I'm not sure, but if you could just take a look at it to see, just in case." And he hands it to her.
Certainly. She takes it from you and takes a moment, kind of holding it in her hands, turning it over, getting a feel for the texture, and she holds it up to Newt and actually taps the flute onto the hourglass creature. And when she does so, it's aha! And she smiles and gives it back to you. Give it a blow. I think you'll be entertained.
Karydin, he smiles and says, "Thank you very much."
Yeah. You're welcome. It's completely harmless, I assure you. But it is definitely an entertaining thing. Where did you find it?
Karydin's smile kind of fades, and he hesitates a bit and says, maybe...
We found it in the woods.
Yeah, the woods.
On our way here.
On our way, yep, that is indeed where I found it.
In the woods, eh?
In the woods on our way here, exactly as my good friend Rhyol put it.
Make a deception check.
One of us.
Both?
Karydin, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She gives you a questioning look. Well, okay. You don't have to tell me, that's fine. Maybe
Karydin
I'll
thought
charge,
he was a much better liar than this.
maybe I'll charge you a gold next time.
Nothing
Aloe
except
kind of
this lies.
She still has a smile on her face.
We had a run-in with the Grey Cloaks before.
Ah, I see. Nasty people.
Hey, it was in the forest.
It was.
Alright, well,
Out of character question real quick.
yes.
Is that Newt N-E-W-T or N-O-O-T?
N-E-W-T.
Okay.
She looks at you again and says, why don't you... In recompense, she kind of stands up a little confidently. But in recompense, why not play me a couple notes on that flute for me? I would like to hear it.
Okay, wait. This is something I have to remember. I'm pretty sure for background. Far Traveler. Yeah, Karydin does have proficiency with some musical instruments.
Okay, is it flute?
I I don't think I chose, so I'm gonna say no. So he's gonna okay. Karydin, puffs up his chest a little bit and says, "Yes, absolutely," and puts the flute to his lips, his Dragonborn lips. Takes a big deep breath in, and then realizes, I don't know how to play this flute. He says that out loud. How do I?
I mean, how hard could it really be?
This is just an ability check, normal.
That's a performance check, yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
no.
God.
This is wisdom check for him thinking about how he's gonna play this.
Okay.
He's like, snaps his fingers. I got it. Turns it around so he's at the back of it. Puts it to his mouth again, and then
No, wait. Do flutes even make a note sound when you play it this way?
No.
They
No,
do
I
don't.
don't think so.
They blow lots of air.
But it's the vibration of the reed.
Yeah, absolutely nothing happens, Karydin.
Or I guess flute is different.
You get the feeling that something isn't quite right.
He tilts his head and says, I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
Sig has her mouth covered. She's trying to stifle laughter.
Lekai just looks at the side of his head. Is just embarrassed.
You are all very precious.
Well, our companion's unique musical style notwithstanding, what would have happened?
It's
with that?
well, I could tell you, but it's much less impactful if I tell you. This is the sort of thing that must be experienced. Trust me.
Karydin is continuing to examine. Should
Aloe would love to snatch the flute and take a blow, but he doesn't have lips.
You'll find a way, don't worry.
Clack, clack.
Do you have Druidcraft? No. Okay.
Karydin's kind of examining the flute. Was it the other end?
I
Lekai
mean, there's only
looks at
two.
Rhyol and asks,
guess
"Do
I'll
you
put
have any
here."
experience with
And this is
musical
the
instruments?"
this is the correct end that
Okay.
he's did that for.
All right. So, how many notes do you play?
Because he's not proficient, he's just kind of blowing and moving his fingers across the holes of the flute.
Okay. As you're doing this, Karydin, instead of a flute sound, you have the somber stylings of an acoustic guitar.
Oh,
Just bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam, bam. And Sig laughs. That's quite an interesting instrument.
Karydin's his what equate to eyebrows sort of lift. Says, a stringed instrument. This I am familiar with, though maybe not this exact style of playing. Still not sure what this is.
That flute, when blown, will make an instrument noise of anything but a flute. Very interesting.
Real, like,
Neat.
strokes her beard, looks at Newt. It's like, fascinating.
Karydin sort of stows the flute. Looks to Sig and says, "Thank you once again."
She smiles and claps her hand. If you find any more interesting things, definitely let me see them. I can find out what they are and tell you what they do, and maybe that'll help you in your quest to find Skarn. I sure would like to find him too.
Karydin sort of turns around and says, "Alright, time to get to work, eh?"
Also, I'm gonna say I've been being quiet because I'm assuming this is happening while Xalia is bothering the priestess,
Oh,
so she's just not there.
That's up to you. Sure.
That's how you want to spin it?
Ink. There she is.
As Karydin turns around to face the rest of the party, he notices, wait, where... Does anyone know where Xalia went?
Lekai just points behind and says she stayed back with the priest.
Huh. Maybe we should, go collect her, as it were.
Xalia, are you continuing your communication with this with the priestess while this is happening, or are you just leaving?
No, she's decided the priestess is boring and is looking somewhere else.
Wow.
I mean, what? All right.
Brutal.
All right, back to you guys.
Well, I'm sure they're fine, but I think for the sake of maybe others, it might be a good idea to go collect them.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Wow.
Well, she can handle herself,
That's
but
true.
I'm not sure if others can handle her.
Listen. Every experience with Xalia is a treasure.
It's true.
Besides, they look like they were having a grand time.
Karydin just says, if you say so, I genuinely did not notice that she wasn't here.
Wow.
He was busy with his flute!
That's fair.
Well, you know what they
It is a
say,
fascinating flute.
one person's treasure, and Rhyol just starts to walk back. Does not finish that sentence.
Good. You know what they say. One person's treasure.
You just hear the rest trailing off.
Business. Yeah. So, are we heading back to collect Xalia?
Yeah.
I guess so.
No, we're leaving. Xalia's going to be in the town for the rest of the adventure.
You find her still with the gold-plated fingers and a dog face staring at a dog on the street.
Cool.
Bark, bark. You have located a very fluffy collie with an adorable face, with the tongue hanging out, just
Good.
bark, bark.
It's not that she's not copying the dog's face. She has a different dog's face on.
Even better.
Mm-hmm.
You have located a happy dog. It's the kind of dog that is just extremely excitable and is jumping up on you, like, please pet me, dog. Dog.
Yeah. She's gonna tentatively, kind of nervously, pet it a little bit.
Last dogs we met were not as friendly.
Roll me an animal handling check just to see something.
Okay, time to fail this.
Nope.
It is +0, so...
It's time to
During
nat
the
20.
roll,
All right.
Lekai
So-
asked
I was
her-
almost right!
Despite the dog just jumping up and being generally rowdy, you do manage to get some good, calm the dog down so you can get some good firm pets in there. Cautiously, of course. While also not being dirtied by the muddy paw prints and having dog slobber all over your
skillful.
extremities.
Very skillful.
Well done. You can pet the dog in D&D.
Lekai is just watching the entire thing go down from a distance. Does not say a word at all.
Karydin sort of walks up to Dog Xalia and says, hey, we may have some leads, Xalia.
She's gonna immediately perk up, give the dog some final pats on the head, and then just stand straight up, look at Karydin with the wild, excited look in her eyes, and tilt her head.
Still a dog, right?
Uh-huh.
He's
Like, also just getting up a little too uncomfortably close in his personal space.
he kind of shuffles back a bit, and he's like, yeah, and he sort of backpedals towards the rest of the group and says, "We talked to Sig, the geologist, and he's still kind of distracted by Dogface. And do you?" And he sort of turns back. Do you all remember exactly what she said?
Remember Old Man Kier?
Yes, exactly. Nice. Old Man Kier. We should go find him. And then, I believe she said southwest? Towards the orchard?
Yep.
Kier was northwest.
Northwest. Maybe someone other than me should lead.
Lekai mentions, it sounds like our objective and the person we're looking for is in the same area.
Maybe.
Hopefully. Well, that would be nice. But,
Sorry, what was that?
Karydin sort of points in the direction he believes. Well, actually, is it common knowledge, or is it like, how to word this? Is it are our characters aware of what directions are northwest and whatever? Well, in town, I should say.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
I mean,
Karydin
we can just follow our noses to the orchard.
Follow her nose.
Karydin sort of points towards the northwest and says, "That away?"
That way.
He's gonna follow Aloe.
Okay.
We trust Aloe more than we trust ourselves.
It's true.
Birds have good sense of smells.
Aloe is the Druid.
Aloe, you boldly lead the party. Having been successful before, we're about to have another success. Xalia, your dog friend, as you turn to leave, its ears perk up, just burp, and kind of sniffs the air a bit and runs off towards Bart's. And that's all that happens. The party happens upon Ye Old Orchard. So here, you guys locate a tiny cottage beside a huge orchard of apple trees. Outside, there's this fit-looking, silver-haired half-elf. He's picking apples from his trees on this lovely autumn day. There's this rustic bucket on the ground near his stepladder. You give him a cursory glance and reveal some telling wrinkles in his skin to display his apparent age to the world, but despite this, seems to give off the impression that he's fit and ready for anything. He's not overly pudgy. His built and trained muscles, no stranger to hard work, allow him to easily move from tree to tree, picking the literal fruits of his labor.
Nice.
So you have here this half elf. He's got a stepladder. He's got a cottage. There's a well here for some reason. There's probably a shed.
A shed? Wild.
There's some rocks.
Yo, rocks?
You lost me.
Yeah, this doesn't seem kind of. I don't know. This doesn't seem very realistic. Accel. Rocks, wild.
You can spot the easy splotches of shiny red color of apples amid the trees as this guy is walking around.
As we all know, rocks aren't real. They're invented by the Pokemon Company.
Karydin sort of takes a step forward and says, "Hello there, Kier?"
Oh,
Mr. Kier?
hello there. That's me.
Uh,
He climbs down his step ladder, brushes away his kind of wild hair, and drops a couple apples in the bucket. Hello.
It's very nice to meet you. We were pointed in your direction by Sig.
Ah, Sig. She's over there in Rocktown, eh? Well, Kier, Silver Lake. He extends his hand for a handshake.
Karydin, once again, goes to reciprocate the gesture.
Let's see.
Shakes his hand.
Your strength is 16. It's a firm handshake. He, after receiving this handshake, he kind of grins at you. He's like, strong fellow. Here, eat up. And then he grabs an apple from his bucket, then kind of does this like Disney Aladdin thing where he rolls it along his shoulder and then bumps it with his elbow to you.
I'm gonna go sleight of hand to see how well Karydin catches this.
Not bad.
Karydin, it's not perfect. It's not as smooth as it could have been, but Karydin sort of snatches it out of the air. Maybe has to catch his balance a bit, and says, "Oh, thank you."
Well, name's Kier. You can call me Slippy. Whatever floats your boat. I've seen you in town. You were helping old Bartholorum, and saw you met old Little Jubilee. What can I do for you? What brings you to my orchard?
Well, have you met a Skarn Earthbeard?
I can say I have. Very dutiful dwarf. He seems to get into a lot of things, and he recently was very excited about some new find that he had. He said he was going to go hire some adventurers and bring them back. I take it that those adventurers have become you.
That would indeed be correct.
You know, I used to be an adventurer in my prime.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
I did not. I will have you know that I have slain a dragon.
The dragon, eh?
He puts his hands on his hips, puffs up.
Aloe kind of perks up hearing that. Says, you know, I'm a bit of a slayer myself.
Oh.
Karydin sort of, he's like looking at Kier all happy, like, and he sort of, takes a look at Aloe, looks back and then double takes, like, hey, since when?
I'll have you know, I suplexed a bear one time. Immolated a giant spider. Eviscerated giant rats.
Why am I only now hearing about this?
It wasn't important.
Well, this sounds like a great story. I would like to hear it. In fact, I'll trade news with you. He picks up his bucket, sets it, slams it down on a picnic table. The apples rustle around all in it. Come sit. I would love to hear this tale.
Side note, but as soon as he mentions a dragon, Xalia is going to change into a dragonborn appearance. Still like the same dog face structure, it's scaly now.
That?
Are you,
and with horns.
During that entire
Are you in
conversation.
plain view, or are you kind of like behind someone?
No, she's in plain view.
Okay.
During that entire conversation, Lekai is looking at the rocks, thinking that the forgot her. Dang it. Thinking that the geologist could probably use the rocks for something significant.
Wouldn't that be funny? Just pick up a couple rocks off the ground. Hey, what about these?
That's actually what Lekai is thinking.
You never know. A couple
Do
rocks
it.
could be useful. Throw them at people. Throw them at other things. The use of rocks is boundless, really. Could stack them.
As we saw at the shrine, stack rocks in full full glory.
Xalia, when you shift, Kier does notice, since it's difficult to hide something like this if you're not hidden. He looks and like he moves his head back, like what? And then he points his finger at you with a ah, and smiles and nods and wags his finger.
She's gonna give like a little happy.
Cool.
I've run across a few people that are similar to you, young one, and he throws you an apple and goes.
She's gonna catch it in her teeth.
I feel like that's a dexterity check.
It is.
Please roll me dexterity.
Now we're gonna fail it.
This is pretty hard.
Nope.
Bonk.
Aww.
She kind of rubs her like where it hits her right in the forehead and looks down.
14. I don't think that hits you in the forehead.
Well,
I think you
I
at
mean,
least almost catch it, but it kind of
Right.
bounces off your muzzle.
Yes.
Okay, think about how
Is
much
that-
worse it is to have something that hard hit your teeth, though.
Yeah. She's also just
Pins.
she's not used to having like a longer mouth, so
Fair enough.
He notices,
spatial awareness.
Kier notices it bounce off your face and goes, ooh, sorry.
she kind of grins at him and then walks up and eyes wide, tilts like mouth open, visibly excited, tilts her head.
Aloe, are you regaling the tale to Mr. Kier?
First.
I absolutely am. It was, I believe, about 3 years ago now. There were some nasties in the cellar of a particular winery, and well, let's just say one thing led to another, and I found myself face to face with a giant spider and a bear twice my size hanging from the ceiling. And being the daring young man that I am, I took it upon myself to act quickly. Let's say I came out unscathed.
Unscathed. A giant spider in the cellar, you say?
Yeah.
What kind of cellar is big enough to have a giant spider?
Well, it was...
And he said
It's
he
complicated.
suplexed this bear?
Well, suplex is maybe a strong word. The bear was actually...
Yeah, awesome.
Lekai jokingly asked, "Are you sure this spider was a giant, or you were scared?"
The spider was absolutely giant. 10 feet tall, at least.
What, next they're gonna say it was on fire, too.
It was, in fact.
I've appreciated your help thus far, but this time I think you might be full of it.
Believe what you want.
At any rate, you said a trade of news, Mr. Kier?
Indeed, that was a right riveting tale. Don't mind them, my bird friend. It don't matter if you suplexed or gently tossed. It's all in how you tell it.
Thank you, Kier.
What? Gives you a nod. What? Indeed. What can I tell you? I can tell you about the town. I'd be happy to tell you about the happenings and goings on here or elsewhere. This is my retirement home, after all, and I'm able to watch from my orchard here.
Well,
I've been collecting stories.
this is actually something maybe a bit more serious than you initially intended, but Old Skarn, who you know, has been accosted by bandits, the Grey Cloaks.
No.
We are looking for him. He was taken. His pal Roland. Have you met him?
Indeed, I am aware of Roland. He works for the Lord's Alliance.
Yes, we saved Roland from his fate, but we're still on the lookout for Skarn. All we know is that he's being held in a keep, the Grey Cloak's keep, in a forest.
Troubling news. Well, I might have knowledge of this keep, but you'll have to forgive an old man's memory. I might have written it down. It will take me some time to find my notes, if I have those, if I haven't thrown them away or lost them in apple cider. But something I do know off the top of my head, those Grey Cloaks, they aren't just brigands. You telling me that Skarn has been captured by these folk is grave news indeed. You see, they call themselves the Wraith Guard. Why they call themselves that? Well, many years ago, ages ago, legendary, in fact, in terms of time in the past, ancient history, you might say. Well, before I go on, I assume that you are aware of the tale of the first illumination.
I know enough.
Well, that was when there was an evil king who could command wraiths, and such power was his darkness that that there was a young man that everyone started calling the Ember Knight. Slew him. They're calling themselves the Wraith Guard. Well, let's just hope it's a moniker to scare travelers into giving up their valuables, eh?
Agreed.
As far as where this keep is, Indeed, I know not. But I do seem to recall writing something in my ages, in my adventuring during the Prime. But it was in the forest somewhere, but that doesn't necessarily help you. With the forest as big as it is, I can attempt to look through my old notes and maps and drawings of times gone by, and I would be happy to, but it will take me some time to thumb through it. I'm sure you all don't want to sit around and wait.
No, we don't.
You know, now that you bring it up, the town's changed since Skarn got here. Pardon me, since Skarn left.
We've heard.
Well, not my apples, of course, but Apple at the shrine to Lady Luck. She's been getting crazier. It's hard to keep a tab on Sig and Hiram. Oh, Hiram. Something seems to have broken his mind. He didn't act this scornful until recently. The Jubilee family has been torn asunder, and Bart's had his hands full looking after little Cherry Jubilee. The rest of the town either doesn't realize, doesn't pay attention, or doesn't seem to mind the state the place is in. Farmers come and go. Farmers and miners come and go. Rocks are a dime a dozen, maybe. I'm just an old man, but I would like to see someone teach those rustlers a lesson. They've been shaking down and annoying everyone in the town. They've even been stealing magical items that we have from our family heirlooms. And I've heard
Stealing?
And I've heard stories of prospectors in the hills to the northeast of Bravik that someone's been digging around the ruins. And more disturbingly, there's reports that the dead walk again in that area. You can see them with their bleached skulls and their gaunt and decayed flesh. Dangerous and old magic. It's worrisome. But I am glad that you are here. Your fresh faces and with fresh eyes on the situation.
Karydin sort of takes a deep breath and scans the orchard. Do you have any, like, what time is it? Or sunset or afternoon?
It's like 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Karydin sort of looks out over the orchard. Sun shining through the trees. Bright out. Reflecting off the apples, and he says, "So those rustlers, huh?"
That is the largest change. Used to be... I can tell you about those. I know we started off this sort of thing as a trade of news and stories, but I'll tell you this for free. They indeed used to be just an amalgamation of local townspeople. But, again, 2 months ago, perhaps I did not realize it until you all showed up. That seems to be the start. 2 months ago, it began more out-of-towners drafting into the rustlers.
And you mentioned something about undead.
Indeed. There's a watchtower to the northeast in the hills.
Northeast.
That is where I have heard these stories. I have not been there myself. I would love to investigate all these things and restore Brave Bank to its glory itself, but I'm just an old man. My adventuring days are behind me. Why? The rustlers even took my sword.
Oh no.
Karydin says, he considers, he thinks. And then, he sort of says, I may have a plan that I could propose. I think, if it's agreeable, you could go through your stuff, see if you can find any notes on the Grey Cloaks, on where their cape may be. And I and my compatriots, if they agree, can see what we can do about Brave Bank changing. See if we can right some of these wrongs. Because if you're gonna have to take your time to find those notes, we may as well put some effort into make it so that when Skarn gets back, he has a place he can be happy in,
Sounds reasonable.
I still don't like having to wait, but things are how that's the choice.
Yeah, what if... Given the state of town, I'm not sure we can do much else.
Well, I'll certainly look through my things. I cannot promise anything. That's the reason why I don't just go and start now. I'll finish up my chores here, and I'll go through my trunk and come back tomorrow, perhaps. I may have an excellent map for you, or I may not.
Karydin nods. Oh, and one last question. Would you happen to know where we might get started with the rustlers?
Well, they're usually all around town, but they do hang out at the tap house at the end of the main road. It's called the Smiling Lion. It's got a big sign out front. Usually has a couple ne'er-do-wells outside.
Thank you, Kier. We'll do our best, I suppose.
Well, if you hear any more stories, or if you come up with any stories, I would like to hear them. And he gives a nod to Aloe. Hearing about your spider bear suplex. Gave me a little spot of sunshine today.
Aloe just snaps, gives him some finger guns.
Bird finger guns.
Yeah.
Good.
Whoops.
Whoa.
Is that a
Chill.
Did not mean to.
What?
That's it.
Is that a misfire? It just goes.
Yeah.
All right.
And Karydin sort of turns and says, "Well, how's about we head over to the Smiling Lion?"
Lekai just begrudgingly says, might as well take all of the projects here to help out the town.
Well, one at a time. One at a time.
Layla
says-
still wants to hear about the
Go
other
ahead.
people like her, so she's gonna walk up and like make herself significantly shorter than him, so she can look up and with pleading eyes. She's still like a dog dragon, and as we were talking about skeleton and dead, like she just all her flesh receded into her bones, so she's now a skeleton.
All right. So we're a dog dragon skeleton, right?
Yep,
Okay.
with gold hands.
I'm trying to imagine how this looks. And
So it's like, is it certain parts of the body is skeletal and like certain parts aren't, or just like?
No, her entire body is like she looks like she hasn't eaten in 2 days, in
so-
like 2 months.
okay. So what part is dog? What part is dragon?
So, her face is the face of a dog, except instead of like skin, it has scales. So it's like a dog skull with scales. The rest of her body is normally human. It's just shriveled now,
Okay.
except for her hands, which are now gold.
Okay. Emaciated dog dragon. Got it. Kier picks up his big ol' apple basket and looks and sees you just kind of go up to him and look at him with these big old gleaming eyes. He smiles, hands you another apple. There you are, young one. And then he gives you a quizzical look. And not bad. And seems to recall something. As if spurned on by your visage. Oh, well, something just popped back into memory. There is about your keep. It may be close to this area that I just remembered. There is some old house in the forest. I do not know if it is near your keep, but I do remember this being a particular spooky place. My imagination would be if there is a house there, surely there would be a keep. Keeps, houses go together, maybe? I'm old, sorry.
And Zayla's gonna like deflate at that a little bit, and then go and just start sputtering. Like, no, like me.
Smiles at you. Oh, I don't take it too hard. I've lived a full life. I'm fine. But something about your scales reminded me.
Lekai just looks in shock at the form that Xalia's taken.
There is an old town that was destroyed in an eruption of the Embercano. If you reach that town, you have gone too far. I do know that much. Oh, this is... And then he straightens up. Oh, this is riveting. And brings me back. Those old brain juices are starting to flow with the adventure. If you don't get on now, I might want to come with you. And he takes his bucket.
But then who would pick the apples?
Who would pick the apples, indeed? Alright. To the Smiling Lion it is. Correct?
That's right.
Guess so.
Aloe notes that he's more interested in the watchtower, but we should probably gather more information before we leave town.
I'll keep it in mind. Maybe, see what the wrestlers are up to. Handle the watchtower, if there is anything that we can handle. Come back and, see how the situation has, held up. Sounds like a plan.
Real dance. She sort of looks like she's like in thought. Like she kind of mumbles like, "It is a little odd that for these for the militia to change so rapidly as soon as Scarn left." She's just kind of like murmuring to herself, like maybe she's like thinking like maybe there is more connected there.
Also, you're gonna have, just for reference, you're gonna have to physically drag Xalia because she's just gonna stand there like looking disappointed because she didn't get what she wanted. She's not gonna move unless you prompt her or drag her.
Karydin, you know what? I'm just gonna. This isn't for like, does he see Xalia? This is for like how. Okay, he sees Xalia very well. He's been like keeping an eye on Xalia to make sure he doesn't lose her after what happened, where they went off to Sig, and they had to explain the whole situation, and then the dog face happened. He wants to keep track of her at the very least. So he's been sort of paying attention this entire time. It's like, all right, Xalia, we're going now. Come on. Listen. He'll have more apples for you, and he'll be able to tell you later. But for now, we've got stuff to do.
She hasn't touched either of the apples.
Well, technically,
technically the apples touched you.
Uh-huh. I meant touch it and try to eat them at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Karydin, walks up and says, "Okay, let's go. Come on."
Alright, she's gonna put her head down and follow. And her head's gonna droop down deeper into her chest and her chest. Her neck just goes down 60 degrees.
Oh god.
I thought you had a cartoon character, like a really actually elongated face.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of...
She's explicit, the explicit idea that she uses shapeshifting to basically give herself cartoon character reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So dragging Xalia behind you, somewhat literally. Party moves away from Kier's orchard, a little appled up now, and
A little bit appled up.
you guys make your way back towards the center of town to head up the main road. The Smiling Lion is past Bartholomew's provisions, and as you let's see here. As you come up to Bartholomew's, you guys hear something of a shouting match coming from Bart's. And you can decide if you want to check out that or not.
Karydin is pretty well invested in, at the very least, Cherry's well-being. I think we all are.
Lekai's already walking through the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Lekai, as you walk through the door, the door opens and out comes a. Actually, make me a dexterity check. Sorry, dexterity saving throw.
Said dexterity saving throw.
Yes, please.
Alright.
If you want, you can go to saves. If you have that little sort of like list at the top left, go to saves and click dexterity.
Okay.
That's good enough. Okay, cool. 15. So you see at the last moment just a body flying towards you, and you dodge out of the way real quick, so it does not take you with it. And looking in, you see old Bart kind of. Oh my goodness! I just lost the word. Kind of like shaking his hand, and behind you is a cloaked in red human. He just gets decked and is knocked back a few feet on his rump in the mud, and
Bionic.
the rustler scrambles to his feet, looks around at you guys wildly, then he shakes his fist. You wish you paid your protection money soon, chump! And he spins to you guys, and he opens his mouth to say something. And he scowls and runs away. And he runs east down the main road.
Lekai
Go ahead.
Lekai mutters some words after dodging the man in the red cloak. After getting decked, and after he leaves, he looks inside to check and see if I don't butcher his name again. Bartholomew?
Very close.
Dang it.
Bartholorum, but Bart for short.
He asks if Bart is doing fine, or if anything happened.
Okay. Bart says he's fine. However, you notice that he's got a cut above his eye, and his knuckles are all bloodied. And he's washing his hands under some water, and in a basin. So I'm fine. Just them rustlers been hounding me to pay their protection fee or give up little Cherry. They's getting neither. I offered to give him a shot of whiskey and talk it over, and he got a shot in the mouth with me old fist is what they got.
Karydin chuckles.
They really taking a liking to the little one, but who isn't, really? Just got into it with them old red boys again, don't mind me.
So this isn't your first time?
Nope. Ever since he looks around for where Cherry might be. Doesn't see her. He waves you all in. So here, come on in. Don't stand in that drafty old door. You all stay at the bar and gives them, well, I told you that Cherry's father went off somewhere and he ain't been found yet. Well, shortly after that happened, Cherry's mother was taken away by them rustlers. They shook her down for protection money, and they said that they wanted whatever magical items that they had. Old Mama Jubilee didn't want to give her none, so they took her away, and I've been raising, or not really raising, it's been that long. I've been taking care of little Cherry since then, and looks like they're after the whole family. Over what? I can't imagine. How could you be angry at something that cute?
Exactly. Well,
have you heard? You haven't heard of her mother since?
I haven't. Wish I did.
Do you know of anyone else going missing
No.
after not paying?
No, everyone seems all accounted for. Aside from them, of course. Everyone that pops in for dinner, I see them again the next day. Maybe that means that the Red Boys just haven't picked another target yet. Maybe that means they aren't interested in anybody else. Or maybe they got their hands full beating back them gray cloaks or goblins or whoever.
Or Knowles. She sarcastically says.
Or Knowles, yeah. Well, we met up with old Kier by the orchard, and we're gonna try to take a look with these rustlers, and eventually we should, with any luck, I should say, we should be able to see what's been going on. Maybe straighten them out a little bit.
Why would you ever do that?
Fair enough. Gaying them out a little bit.
Make a perception check, Karydin.
Okay. Cool.
You feel a tug on your pant leg or your armor leg, and you look down. There's little Cherry Jubilee looking up at you, exactly as the token depicts.
Hello, Cherry.
I like Kier.
What was that?
I like Kier. He feeds me apples.
Yeah, Kier is a nice man.
It's a very good sign.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if Cherry likes someone, then obviously they're a good person.
Lekai's just been thinking about the entire altercation, and he's ready to just go deck out all of the clothes.
Remember, we had the plan.
What are you guys doing?
We're taking a walk, Cherry. We're gonna go see the Smiling Lion down the road.
I'm not allowed in there.
Yeah, well, you're busy. You've got your assistant manager duties, right?
She kind of like looks up, alerted. Oh, yes. Sorry, Bart. I go back. And she runs back to the side that has like the weaponry and the defensive gear. Just and she starts putting away the mining, like more of the mining equipment that you brought, with just cartoon quick blurs of motion. A miner walks into that side, and then Cherry. Hold on, I'm putting words together. And then Cherry, the miner, asks the rock dust covered miner what he has a mind for, who responds that he has a mind for a new pickaxe. The transaction concludes, and the miner has a new pickaxe to mine with, or yeah, I'm done. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Okay. All right.
I ran out of wordplay. Look in here and go. And Bart looks over at you all. Look at her go, eh? Anyway, what can I do you for? Need some drinks?
No, well, I should speak only for myself, but I'm fine. Anyone else?
Save one for us when we get back.
Ah, great idea, Rhyol. Great idea.
You guys are still looking for old Scarn, eh? So am I. Have you found any old information? I think we could all use him around. Always did have a mind for planning.
We don't have anything concrete yet, but we'll see. We'll see. First, we gotta take a look down at the Smiling Lion. Get a little bit more info.
Going over there. That's where them rustlers is.
Sure is.
You don't sound very excited about it.
Well, there's some other stuff we'd like to do after as well. We'll see how plans hold up, but we can handle ourselves, Bart. We'll be okay.
Well, alright. If you say you're fine, you're fine. You all seem pretty stout. I don't think. Well, I trust you.
At least someone does. Alright, well, let's get going.
Agreed.
Let's do it.
And I
Yes.
guess that means we are heading down the road.
Okay.
Need to have a good chat with the wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
One sec.
Thulius just was kind of moping during that, but if we're going to the wrestler, she's going to change from something really outlandish and weird into a gruff-looking, pretty normal man. You know.
Well, in regard to that then, Cherry will randomly appear behind you and offer you some candy. Here you go, don't be sad.
So in a completely uncharacteristic for this gruff-looking macho man, she's gonna go, thank you. Or like that sort of that sort of motion.
Like
hands together.
Both hands up, one side of the face, elbows together.
Uh-huh.
Great.
And then she's gonna start munching.
Munch.
Wonderful.
Okay, so we go down the road. And so you are heading towards the Smiling Lion Tap House and Brewery, but also not brewery. So it's just a jaunt down the road, so not a big deal. You've got your cobblestones, you've got your road, your dirt paths. From the outside, this appears to be a rundown tap house. It's made from brown oak. There's the ramshackle building. It looks like it could use a good weekend devoted to repairs. It's got a plain structure of a few 4-paneled windows on the side. It's got a relatively flat roof, and it's broken up by a chimney from which black smoke slowly rises, betraying the idea of a fireplace within. There's a small sort of watch your step set of stairs, and on either side, flanked, is a large wooden barrel. Atop each barrel is a human that fits every part a rapscallion. Grim looks, despite drunken laughter, and they've got boiled leather armor and and they've got a weapon sheath that sheath at their side that the handle of it kind of pokes out past their scarlet cloaks. They're just sitting on these barrels. They've got tankards of frothing beers next to them, and also one in their hands.
Are there any
you appear to
windows?
be unnoticed yet.
Oh, sorry. Are there any windows?
There are several windows. There are
Okay.
they're kind of all around, but right now you let's see here. You do not see any windows,
Okay.
or rather, like that aren't near the Scarlet Cloaks. There's one like right next to them over here.
Okay. But what distance is this?
Not terribly far.
Okay. I mean, okay. Can we like sort of see a little bit? Like, what do we see like through that window?
And so,
Obviously, no like specific details. Just like
yeah,
just a pub environment.
yeah, a regular pub environment. Not really too well of details from this distance.
Okay.
There's some patrons. There's barrels. There's tools. I said that weird. There's stools, not tools.
Okay. I did that again. Sorry. That's not what I do. That button's just near my push to talk button, and so I keep hitting it.
Harpoon him, I like the way you go.
You know,
Okay,
it's
just-
cannon now that just like pops out of my my machine constantly. I like shove it back in. Like, no, not yet. So what's
So I have no
What's
idea
the
what's
plan?
going on because you talked about push to talk, and I'm like, what?
sorry? No, it's just
It's the push to talk harpoon launcher.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
the push to talk harpoon launcher. Okay.
out of character.
What are you doing? I'm sorry. Just restate your whole thing. I'm sorry.
I just asked in game. All that I'm doing is asking. So what's our move?
Okay.
Lekai being visibly mad just mentions, I'm gonna let you guys come up with a plan, because mine is basically deck everybody.
Karydin sort of looks and says, well, I don't think we need to necessarily approach this, with violence in mind yet. So, why not
Real
just, go say hi to the very friendly neighbors, huh?
What if we God, why am I forgetting his name? The town master?
Hear 'em?
Hiram, yeah. What if we say Hiram sent us? Or recommended us to come here?
That could be a good idea. Though, given previous events as Sig, I'm not sure I would be the best person to handle that.
Well, I mean,
Anyone else want to give it a try?
While this conversation's happening, Aloe just kind of shuffles around to the side of the building.
Shuffle, shuffle.
He's shuffling.
Xalia
Looking
is sitting
for
there slowly. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Just looking for
No,
any windows or anything we might have missed from the front.
Okay. So shuffle. There aren't any really like windows over here. But as you're shuffling around, give me a stealth check, please.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Shuffling around the trees, keeping you relatively hidden. You do see a window on this side.
Nice.
Peeking in, you spot relative pub atmosphere. There's several tables, several chairs, there's you see two more scarlet cloaked people. You can see the corner of a bar and bits of some soft, cushiony, sitting, reclining utensils. And let's see here. What else can we see? There's the table. There's the lovely carpet. The two wrestlers that you do see, they seem to be focused on something at the wall. Like they're looking, like they have their backs to the rest of the room. And it's like they seem to be covering whatever they're interacting with, but they're definitely interacting with something. And that is what you see.
Meanwhile, Lekai scoffs at violence being rejected and just says, well, it's up to Raikel or Aloe, and then notices that Aloe is gone.
There's a little aloe-shaped
where did he
smoke
go?
cloud.
Where did he go?
At this point, I kind of start walking back towards the group.
This is once again just to see. Karydin. Aloe gets very close before Karydin spots Aloe. And,
Token just slowly shuffling back.
and then when Aloe.
Are you guys being cautious at all? Or are you just sort of like standing there in front of the thing? Or you can move where you like to be, or
Yeah. Karydin. I mean. I'm not sure Karydin's like. I feel like if everyone else went, to sort of get a little bit out of the way, he'd follow, but otherwise he wouldn't be very stealthy,
Let's see.
Aloe is definitely being cautious.
Rhyol's just trying to, act natural. Not like she wouldn't be just hard, intensely staring at the building. But just trying to peer at it, look as if this was sort of a normal conversation with the other people.
I think about this time, they notice you.
Mm-hmm.
And through hiccups, they're sort of drunken and they're clearly sloshed. They're well. If it ain't the strangers we seen moseying about, sticking their noses into everything like lost puppies. Hello, pups! And then this person is leaning on his elbow, all the way back on the barrel. There's nothing to lean back on. He's got his legs hanging off the barrel, and his waving arm that he's greeting you with is super high in the air. Hello, pups! Come here to bark at us. Takes a swig of his beer.
Karydin's
You're all in stunned silence, I see.
Me players trying to find words.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Karydin
What's Sam?
Men's.
what did the guy say again?
Without the accent. Well, if it ain't the strangers we seen moseying about, what'd he say? Sticking their noses into everything,
Yes.
lost puppies. And then they said, hello, pups. And then there was a question, have you come here to bark at us? I think that's what they said.
Yes.
Xalia is going to minor illusion loud barking directly in their ears.
Oh, no. Let's see.
Aren't loud noises not good for people who are, slosh word was used?
That's true. That's why I'm doing this. Yeah, okay. So the loud barking startles them like maddeningly, and one of them falls off their barrel and lands prone face down in the dirt.
Dude.
I put it somewhere I didn't want to put it.
Oh well.
You can move it.
How?
Where it has the burst, you can click and move it.
The
You
what?
have to- so
The
if
little
you go to the,
icon. If
you
you're
have
on
to
the
go to measurement
controls,
controls.
the ruler-looking thing, it lets you see the template origins,
okay.
and you can move it like that.
There.
Okay.
So just one of them falls over.
One of them falls over, and the other is like shaken, but not stirred.
Mm-hmm.
Lekai just whispers to Karydin, I'm gonna leave you guys with the ideas.
Karydin sort of does the you know the like laughter by sharply exhaling that we all do when we're like scrolling down our timeline and see a funny tweet.
Yeah.
That's what Karydin does when he hears that.
What's your spell save DC? Is it 13? Xalia?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Some suspicious dice.
He rolled a 17.
Oh wow. His drunken brain works faster.
Well, there ain't no dog here. Get out. Hey, you!
Well, I can put an image of a dog right there, but it's just the barking.
Then it stops barking, yeah. Oh, no, wait, no, yes it does. Because you're improved.
Yep.
Sorry, what's happening?
Nothing
They
currently.
have a sound illusion of very loud barking.
Okay, sorry, I thought like so. Oh, so was that? It was just kept realizing it wasn't a real dog. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we just. Oh, what was
Go
that to say? Okay, I was
No,
gonna.
go
It's gonna like Rhyol was gonna yell back to them. We were as we were. Sorry, getting words together.
Okay.
It's only natural for a few people new to a town to get the lay of the land, find out, who's really in charge of this place, and I'd say our search brought us here.
Well, I'll let you know. This is the one that's still on the barrel. Well, I'll let you know that we rustlers got the town handled. We're in charge. But you got nothing to worry about us. If you leave now and never come back, why, we'll only charge you a visitation fee.
Oh, worry. Oh, on the contrary, you've got us all wrong. We were looking for who the strongest person is, because, we're mercenaries, traveling mercenaries. We seem to have, unfortunate accident seems to have happened to our previous employer, and we were looking to find another.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah, that's fair.
Karydin is kind of giving Rhyol some side eye right now.
Just work with me.
Okay. You wanna join up with the rustlers? That's probably a good idea. You gotta get yourself a red cloak. And start checking down townspeople and beating up no orc, demon, goblin things. That's what they say anyway. I ain't done none of that. I ain't gonna do none of that.
Well, I definitely don't want to do none of that. Right now, I think I'm just looking to have a drink and maybe chat with some of you fine folks.
Okay. Is the dog still barking?
No, it was quick. She stopped it.
About this time, this one gets up. Says, "Oh, go on, get your introductory drink. Whatever. Get you a cloak. Shows that you're one of us."
Get us a cloak indeed. And Karydin, starts taking his steps forward.
Yeah, Rhyol, I guess like, looks back and not a super sure look on her face, but waves for the rest of you guys to follow.
Lekai is following. Lekai is following after Karydin, just slightly smiling, ready to. Just waiting for his time to finally swing at someone.
Yeah.
Lekai sees one dude get decked, he's ready.
Uh-huh.
He heard Cherry. He was like, "All right, it's time to fix something."
Aloe is still lagging meaningfully behind, kind of hoping these guys haven't noticed he's there.
Xalia is trying and failing to not look uncomfy. She is, however, removing the cheek skin, so their teeth are out.
Your teeth are.
So we're a gruff, angry old man with his teeth out?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm keeping track.
Karydin sort of, leans back and, turns just a little bit to Lekai and whispers, "Listen, we just need some information. Once we're done here, go to the watchtower, then we can clean up the rustlers. Okay?"
Lekai puts his hands behind his head and says, "Fine, I'll just get a good drink."
Yeah.
For now.
We'll get there.
Yeah, so I guess go in. As Rhyol walks in, it's like, you can worry about giving us the red cloak later. Right now, just want a drink.
Alright, one drink. Go on in. Make a dexterity saving throw. As you walk past him.
Okay.
The red brand, sorry, not red brand, the red branded cloak person, as you walk by him, he's still got enough motor function, apparently, to trip you as you walk by him. And you stumble a bit against the door, and hold yourself up against the door. You look back, he's laughing. The other dude's laughing, he's back on his barrel. Takes another drink.
Almost got me. Wait, actually. Nah, never mind. Doesn't matter. I guess open the door.
You open the door, and you are now very definitely at the Smiling Lion. So, in addition to what you know from the outside, inside there is the fireplace that you knew was here because of the chimney smoke. There's many tables. There's some really nice recliners next to a table that's standing on top of a blue, sort of like navy blue carpet next to the fireplace. Walk in, there's some light taxidermy on the wall adorning and decorating. It's above like one of those little kind of bureaus. There's barrels in the far corner. Look around, there's the bar, there's another rustler at the bar. Behind the bar, tending to all these people, is a dwarven, is like a gruff-looking dwarven lady. And at the far end, there are rustlers. One of them is a red-shawled half-elf. He's kind of fumbling with as you walk in. You can go in a little further if you like.
Sure.
Xalia's spinning it around.
I don't know how I did this. Help.
So when you're targeted, when you click on your unit, control, and scroll.
I feel like that's the most on-brand thing for Xalia.
You can also use shift and arrow keys to face a specific direction.
Okay, that's what happened that time, because I just suddenly spammed.
Where was I? Oh yeah, so there's the taxidermy. Where? Let's see. Bar, dwarf. Okay, so there's a wrestler at the bar that appears to be hassling the dwarf. At the far end, one is a red-shawled half-elf. He's kind of fumbling with a long rectangle. It's been painted various bright colors. Seems to be working buttons on each side of the construction. Every once in a while he curses and pulls a plunger at the front and resumes depressing these buttons on the arcane curiosity. It lights up and emits sound that you can barely hear over the ruckus. He's being cajoled by the person directly behind him, and then the two in front of you are also very loud.
Pop it!
Twisted.
Pull it.
Out of character question, real quick.
Yes?
Just to be clear, these things outside, these are the tops of trees, right? Not like big bushes.
Those are the tops of trees.
Okay. Then Aloe is just kind of standing under this tree,
Okay.
peering menacingly.
Peering menacingly?
Yes.
Roll intimidation for me. If you would like to.
Wait,
you don't
no.
you don't have to, but
Are you trying to be not
Ideally, he's still not seen.
yeah.
But sure, I'll roll intimidation.
What about preemptive intimidation?
We'll just-
Like, if anyone does spot Aloe, oh my god.
if people knew you were there, and by golly, if you were found out, you've got a sneer ready for them.
It's the red eyes. The red eyes completes it.
You've got a preloaded scowl. All right. So as you step into the Smiling Lion, you see all of this controlled chaos before you. What would you like to do?
I'll be honest, I didn't think we'd get this far. So what exactly was the bar, the person behind the bar doing? Like, what was that
She's
dwarf?
just tending to bar things, like pouring a drink
okay.
for the
Bartender.
person that is currently hassling her, cleaning, washing glasses, just bartender things.
Okay.
If
Glad I checked. So
make
that's
a
weird.
make a perception check though. Sorry, make an insight check though.
Insight.
Yes, please. She is hella done with this. Like, she has the most fed up look on her face. Like, the patron directly in front of her says, why don't you pour me a... He's, like, rattling off this extremely complicated drink, and she just rolls her eyes and hands him, like, a mead. And, yeah, she looks absolutely done. She notices you, and she's like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, that seems like a solid place to start.
As good a place to start as any.
Rhyol, I guess, goes to the bar. How loud is it in this bar?
Even though there's not a whole lot of people, all of them are being like drunk loud, and there's also the boom 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 from the arcane machine in the back that they're messing with. So it's
Is it a fucking arcade machine?
a pinball
It's a
machine.
pinball. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's not deafening, but it's annoying loud. Like if you talked in like a quote inside voice quote, maybe she wouldn't hear you.
Well, I ask because it's not her that I don't want people. I want hearing. It's everyone else.
Okay.
But I guess kind of as she did look towards us.
Yeah.
Like wave her down. Order. I don't know if it was like whatever is cheap and simple.
Cheap and simple, eh? Oh, here you go. Here's a maid. She's got this kind of like smoker's cough.
That's fine with me.
Like she's been on way too many pipes and cigars and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Coupled with alcohol.
Is the order to cope with the area?
Yeah.
Hey, Marty. When we go out and play some b-ball. That's what we called it, b-ball. She slams down the meat in front of you. Is that all we got for you?
Thank you. I look back. Is anyone else joining me at this fire? Or
Karydin, he's not sitting down, but he's near you. He's sort of he's wary.
okay.
Lekai just walks over and just says, "Let me get your best drink."
Xalia's over here trying to look at the pinball machine without getting close to it.
Make a perception check.
Huh?
Make a perception check.
Perception check.
Okay.
Emmy.
Okay. What would you like to know about it? Like, are you seeing, like... You want more information on it? Or are you looking at something specific about it?
She's just gonna watch it and try to figure out how it works, and after she feels confident that she understands how it works, she's gonna cast minor illusion to try to fuck with the people who are playing with it.
Amazing.
Make it act the wrong way to make them think they're failing at it when they aren't.
Absolutely amazing. Okay, it'll take you a couple minutes. Because I imagine that Xalia has not seen anything of this sort yet, right? From your position, it's a little difficult because it's like a glass shield over this rectangle, and it's difficult to see where it is, but you're able to kind of like peer over and from your vantage point ascertain how this kind of works. Like, it seems to begin when this person pulls the plunger and there's a noise, and this small little orb moves around and bounces off various magical and arcane constructs within this rectangle construct. It goes bing, bing, bing. It seems to make a noise each time it bounces off of a bumper, and then you're able to see this orb when it gets to the lower end of the rectangle. The wrestler pushes buttons on the side, and it causes something to happen inside the rectangle, and there the orb goes again, and then more lights and sounds. While you're
I'm gonna make a bumper where there isn't one.
okay. During this time, while you're examining this, Lekai, you also get a meat.
I say to Lekai, I could have told you that. Could have told you that was going to happen.
Here you go. It's our best drink because it's our only drink. Wish I could offer you more, but they already are drinking me out.
Lekai just disappointedly says, "Well, a drink is better than none at all." And it begins taking his drink.
Rhyol sort of lifts the flagon. Is like, to business, right? I take it. At least better to be out of drinks than to have too many.
You hear some wild cursing on the other end of the room as someone says, double ball bonus, and then, wait, no, come back, no, how is this? Pew, 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 and then there's like this unhappy game over noise.
This game is rigged!
The arcane curiosity just has like this sort of like you lost noise, and he is getting thoroughly ribbed and cajoled by the person behind him. You suck! You'll never beat my score!
Xalia's gonna dismiss the illusion.
Amazing. The old losing voice. Game over.
The half elf with the red shawl now like just kicks the wooden rectangle. Game's rigged. You probably messed it. You probably yeah, it was you. I'm not talking to you anymore. It's like, look, man, sore loser don't gotta be on me. Just because you can't hang, you have another shot with it someday. And they go on and sit down, order a mead. This time, the other wrestlers in the room realize that there are people that aren't wearing red cloaks in here. They all look around at you. Who's you guys?
Would Karydin like know that they're looking with the intent to figure out who it is that they're going to beat up, or is that something I'd have to roll insight for?
That would be a roll.
Okay.
Because right now they're not like making any aggressive motions. It's tense.
Karydin is going to very like sort of slowly, I guess sneakily, so we'll roll stealth. Sort of just put a hand, on his sword.
Be sleight of hand.
But not very stealthy.
These wrestlers mimic you, seeing that you're going for your sword. They all go for theirs. It's like, you got a sword? We all got swords! Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, you're putting your hand on your sword.
Yeah.
These guys are already pretty high strung.
Wow, I have not been lucky on initiative lately.
Let's go, Lekai.
Wait, did I roll?
So much for me trying to roll a deception and lie. Cover Karydin.
If you want to interject before that, I'll allow it. Go ahead. If you have something good.
Well, first let's... It would be deception. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what you got?
Lekai interjects after hearing everyone has swords and says, "We're just here because we heard that you guys that this place has the best drinks."
The dwarf bartender lady just has her face firmly planted in her palm.
I sigh again.
And is anyone looking at her? Like, Rhyol, are you still looking at her?
I have not changed my game.
Yeah. Rhyol probably I'd be in my drink.
Okay. The bartender writes out the word help in common. In dwarf. It's a shorter word in dwarf. Just with her finger on the bar. And then just while her eyes are closed, just oh my god. And the one that started this scuffle, or attempted to start, like he's raising his sword in the air. We all got swords. Drinks, eh? Yeah, we do the best drink. Why don't you have one? And then throws his tankard at you, Lekai. You can make a dexterity save if you would like to dodge it.
Alright. Disadvantage or normal?
No, it's normal.
Okay.
You tilt your head slightly to the left, and it just goes over your shoulder. Oh, looky here, we got a badass over here. And
Lekai just casually mentions, I'm all for the best drink, just give me one in a cup instead of at my head.
It's alright, buddy. You can give it up now.
it's your turn. You sense that the situation is still rather tense, and these wrestlers are ready to throw down. They have not sheathed their swords yet, and this one is looking at you with this kind of like drunken, like this angry drunk gaze. His bottom lip is quivering with rage. It is your turn in the initiative order. What would you like to do?
It's mine?
Yep, you go first.
Hmm.
You may choose what you want to do.
Lekai leans into Raikel and mentions that I'm just only trying to save you guys a fight, so either think of something or get ready to fight. And then casually goes back to his drink.
We're in combat
We're in
right
a
now.
fight.
You're in initiative order. You can decide if you're in combat.
I guess so.
Fair enough.
I was about to say, we're not technically in combat yet. But, I mean, you can if you want.
We'll find out what happens when the next one goes.
You can still like ready an action. Effectively, be like if you do get attacked, like you do X, right?
Yeah. Was that
No, I mean that's up to you if you want to do that.
Oh, okay.
right?
I didn't know you were
Like-
referencing that to me.
I also
Yeah.
was just asking to confirm for myself because I don't.
Yeah,
Fully know.
you can ready
Okay.
actions.
Yeah, no, I do get more ready to counterattack after having an entire barrel thrown at my head.
Okay. Are you readying an action, or are you like dodging, or?
Dodge.
Okay. We'll put you on the. Then you take the dodge action. Attack rolls to hit you will be made at disadvantage. Cause it's hard. Cause you're ready to go. This one walks up behind you. You hear these footsteps. Sidle in next to you. Says, "I wants a drink. Bratcha, get him a drink." She goes, fine. There, one meat. I'm out of here. I need a smoke break. And she leaves after dropping the meat. This person takes the drink and says, "Well, here you go. You wanted a drink? It's all for you." And he douses it, pours it out over on top of your head. And that's his turn. Rhyol. And then he also shoved you.
Sorry, what?
And he also shoved you. Just like
Lekai, he shoves
yeah,
I believe.
shoves Lekai. Rhyol,
Oh,
what would
okay.
you like to do? Things are looking as they look.
What?
Your friend Lekai has just had an entire flagon of mead poured on him, and the dwarven bartender who has had her name revealed as Breccia has left.
I down my drink. just, full on, chug it, slam it down. Fellas, it seems we've all gone off on the wrong foot here. We're not looking for a fight. And, well, my compatriot sure kind of chuckles at the now, I guess, beer-soaked Lekai. We appreciate the extra liquor. We actually came here because we wanted to talk shop.
Make a persuasion check. With disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair enough. No.
Oh, okay. One moment.
I need to make sure I'm ready my words for my turn.
Okay. They rolled 17s.
Nice.
They're going to rebuff you. So the next 3 ruffians are going to rebuff you. You ain't got no cloaks. You ain't here to talk shop. Go on, get out of here and give us your money. And they throw a rock at you. From the sling. Because they all have slings.
Is this an actual attack, or do I have to?
It's an actual attack.
Okay.
Oh, where'd it go? No, features. There we go. Blink. Attack.
The guy is just sitting in beer soaked, visibly mad.
I believe a 20 hits.
Let me check.
Do
Do they all sling me wrong?
No, it's just one. It's just one person
Okay.
that has become bold enough to throw a rock at you from his sling. And this one actually it really smarts. It's 6 damage of bludgeoning to your
Jesus Christ.
to your noggin.
Max damage. I guess I wasn't really, That's fair.
Bing, 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 bing. Aloe. It is now your turn in the initiative order.
Well, fortunately, they left the door open, so I very clearly heard we all have swords.
It's true. It was said in unison, just like a Disney movie.
You idiot, we all got sore!
Street rat.
Your sword has anything special?
You guys are conscious, right?
They are conscious, but they are rather inebriated.
Okay.
They've had at least like 5 drinks, probably.
Addendum, they're barely conscious.
Okay. Question
Yes.
about readying actions.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to do something like produce flame, could I ready that as an attack
Yes.
and then still just have it around me if it doesn't get triggered as an attack?
For produce flame, we'll say that you can, just because it
Okay.
functions as 2 things.
Cool.
For this purpose, yes.
And then I do have to specify the situation that triggers my readied action, right?
That's right.
And it can't just be an enemy attacks. It has to be
That can be the
Karydin
first
gets
half
attacked?
of it. Yeah, it can be an enemy attacks someone, or
Right.
Yeah.
But I do have to specify a target they would be attacking.
Well, no, you can do
Oh.
an enemy attacks. You can say someone does a hostile action towards one of my friends. You can do that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, like one of these red cloaks tries to smack one of my friends, then
Mm-hmm.
action ready goes off.
Okay. I will do exactly that then.
Karydin, there is a soaked Lekai, and then Rhyol just got beamed. And then everyone, we all have swords! What would you like to do?
I pull out 10 pitons. No.
Maybe I should have made a comment just to make it easier.
No, it's fine. Karydin's...
This is interesting, so...
Yeah. Karydin's, he's gonna sort of walk up, maybe get a little bit closer to Rhyol, put himself between. He's still ready. He doesn't have like a full grip on his sword, but he's still ready to jump into action if things get tough. But he's just trying to like get sort of in the way, make it harder for them to,
Okay. Are you...
And then he's just sitting still now.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You said you're readying an action?
No, I'm not readying an action. I should have been more
Are
specific.
you doing anything with your action?
No, I guess I'll do dodge.
Okay.
Getting ready in case something's tossed at me to,
So-
parry it or whatever.
So you're saying you're trying to stay one jump ahead.
Yes.
Do you have inspiration? Yeah, you do. Okay.
Do we still?
Yeah, apparently.
I don't think any of us used our inspiration,
Yeah,
do we?
No.
Nope.
Alright.
Would have cut a halfling in half.
Xalia, your turn.
You can stack inspiration in some games.
Yeah.
Oh.
Karydin quartered a halfling. Without the inspiration.
I'll be honest, I didn't realize it lasted this long. I thought it was just
Yeah, you
got away and quick.
It's a permanent resource you can just use whenever. Xalia is not liking the aggressive feeling right here, so she's going to minor illusion a red cloak on her shoulders and sit very still so it doesn't move, because she can't move minor illusions.
Okay.
That's
You know what? This is very good.
That's pretty good. Good work. You now have a red cloak and you're hanging out. The wrestler looks at you, gives you a weird look. Like, was that there?
Well, clearly.
Like, you're covered in meat. And no longer dodging.
I didn't go. The turns didn't go the way I was expecting, so now I gotta.
If you would like to see turn order, you can click on the fist on the top right.
No, it wasn't that. It was just
Oh.
how I was envisioning things to go.
Oh,
so you're not alone.
Yeah, no, this is that's D&D.
Lekai was still holding his drink when he got doused with mead on top of his head. Puts his drink down and looks at the red cloak and says, "That was pretty good. It's probably one of your best it was probably the best mead that I've had in a long time." And then quickly gives a side eye to Karydin as a notion that that Lekai is ready. Ready to dash.
Can I roll insight to see if I understand what the side eye is?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, he picks it up.
Lekai is ready to deck,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Ready to deck.
is mostly looking at the red cloak at this point, and is still ready to dodge, but not going to attack yet. And that's it.
Okay. The red cloak next to you laughs and throws his arm around your shoulder, and he's kind of like leaning up against you. You can smell his awful alcohol breath just like spewing into your Tabaxi nose. And he's like, "Well, how'd you get in here? You new recruits? They don't let anybody in but new recruits." He sort of loses his balance a bit, and then he's looking around. He spins you around, he's looking at, get a load of this guy. Rhyol. He also knocks on your head just with his knuckles as part of this new member hazing, apparently.
This does not bode well.
The perils of being drunk.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
And he takes the hoodie like from around your waist, like this is the wrong color, and he throws it towards the fireplace.
Lekai just silently nods, visibly getting more frustrated.
You know what?
You know what?
Can I take the rock slung at me and try and chuck it back at that person?
Yeah, you can't make an attack roll.
What type?
Uh,
I guess. Okay.
Dexterity.
Could I?
No, sorry. Just regular rock. You don't have a sling, so strength. So
That's fair enough.
D20 plus your strength mod plus your proficiency modifier. Wait, are you proficient in throwing rocks? I think everybody's proficient in throwing rocks.
I feel like
I
feel like most adventurers
Yeah.
would be very good at throwing rocks. You know.
1d20 plus 3.
We've all had rock chucking practice.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just do that? Would that work? It does. Neat.
12 hits. Roll 1d4 damage plus your strength modifier. It's an improvised weapon.
Is 1. Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay.
Which one was that exactly? Was it
It was
this one?
This bozo.
Okay.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that.
Okay. So you chuck this rock. Bang! It beans him in the head. He reels back. Like the rock does this kind of cartoon thing where it bounces up and then drops down.
As I do this, I sort of say like, "Yeah, of course we don't have a red cloak yet. We just got this town. But we wouldn't be in here if we were trying to start shit."
The wrestler reacts poorly to this.
Well,
No way.
yeah, honestly, I don't blame her on that one. That was pretty
Pikachu's
hard
surprise
attempt.
face.
Hey, you new recruits don't haze back. We do the hazing. Get 'em, boys! And we're now on a brawl. So let me.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, I feel like
Wrestler runs up with his sword already extended and goes to hack at Karydin.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. He's dodging.
Mm-hmm.
Misses terribly.
Yeah, there we go.
Terribly in a drunken stupor.
Uh-huh.
well, we tried, lads.
I
Lekai is perfectly
I
happy.
kinda tried.
And these
No, you
actually have multi-attack.
Oh god.
Wow.
Oh,
13.
damn.
That does not hit.
Okay. So he drunkenly swings his short sword at you. It's completely off the mark. It hits the chair directly in front of him. Then he's like, ugh, clears his head for a moment, goes and swings at you again, and just gleams off of your chainmail.
I assume my ready to action does not trigger on an action I can't see.
That's correct.
Okay.
Fair assumption. Wait, where exactly are you? Because I can't see where your token is.
He's not in the building.
Yeah, I'm a
This
couple
one.
steps outside the door still.
Yeah, but you did say there was a window here, right? And so that's kind of
Window there.
assuming he's here-ish. Oh, he's over there. Okay.
No, he
Window
can't see.
there.
No, I'm
No,
right
no,
here.
there's no window there.
Oh,
The thing is that
Aloe's
he
there.
still can't see.
Yeah.
okay. I thought
From that angle.
if he was around. Oh, he's at the door. Okay. Wait, how can I see you now? That's so
you can see
weird.
it. Go ahead. I forgot about the window.
He fixed the windows.
I fixed the window.
Yeah.
Just bang, 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 bang. Go ahead, Aloe, with your produce flame.
Okay.
Oh, the music stopped.
So wait, he's just standing in front of them.
Yeah, these guys don't know what's going on. Normal, right?
Yes. That hit?
Oh.
5 damage. Alright, what does your ready produce flame look like as you hurl it into this tap house?
It was just kind of floating around my head as I walked up, and I saw some guys swinging swords at my good buddy Karydin over here, and we'll call it a telepathic link with my flame, just sent it in the right direction.
Your mental trigger commands it to fire and pew! Slams into this dude. It burns his cloak a bit. That's no good. This one clambers over the table. "Ah! Get the newbies! And short sword. Terrible.
Let me use that in a cherry board.
Okay, then.
Also terrible.
The drunken stupor is at a strong amount.
He
Yeah.
trips over the table and just tumbles off of it and back on the ground. He lands on his butt right next to you, Karydin, and he sort of stumbles back to his thing. And it's like, you. Zoop, zoop. Aloe, it is now your actual turn.
All right. That's dangerous.
This music is very fitting right now.
just pass those cards.
Uh huh.
Close the door.
He just walks in, closes the door, you're like, that'll be fine.
Nobody's getting out of here.
Take a second to assess the situation. Spot these two idiots over here. And then I'll go ahead and cast Ice Knife.
Oh. Oh.
Hey.
They're drunk. Okay.
They are drunk.
The one, let's see. Dexterity, saving throw, or take. Okay.
Yeah. So my attack roll is normal, right?
Your attack roll is normal.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Roll the 2d6 because one of them does fail the dexterity save throw.
Okay.
So you conjure up this ice knife. It coalesces the moisture in the air and condenses it into this nice little bladed protrusion and roll it out towards it through the air. And unfortunately, we miss the rustler, but it shortly, like after it passes the mark, your mental trigger fires again, just and it sends shrapnel of ice all around. And one of them does manage to dodge out of the way, but you do manage to slap your target with a strong burst of shrapnel. That hurt. What else is that your turn?
I'll back into the corner. That'll be my turn.
We duck in the corner. Karydin, there's dudes.
Okay.
Karydin, the dudes. Karydin.
The dudes. All right. What kind of stats would you give an improvised weapon chair?
Probably all improvised weapons are 1d4, but I'll change it to a mace, which is 1d6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Karydin's gonna take the chair. He's gonna start swinging it at this guy over here.
Okay.
This is strength.
Yeah. Chairs are big, and you're clobbering it.
So that's 11 plus not proficiency, right? Am I proficient in chair?
I don't think you're proficient in chair, but you are strong, so you add your strength modifier to it.
So that would be plus 3, so it would be 14.
14 hits.
Okay, so then that's 1d6.
Yes, please. And you add your strength modifier to this.
And then that'll be plus 3, 8. So Karydin grabs the chair, in front of him, and you know the golf swing with the hammer and Monster Hunter? Upside the head. Just as a full 360 punk right into the side of the head with the chair.
It shatters into its appropriate extendings. Like there's four legs. There's a seat. There's a back. It's still in your hands.
Jesus.
As it breaks over this dude, he stumbles back a bit. He's bleeding from his head now. Probably has a drunken concussion. Xalia, or is that the end of your turn?
I take out 10 p. No, that's my turn.
Xalia.
Twice, which makes me think the reference to something specific.
No, it's just I think pitons are like the dumbest item in D&D. Like I've literally never heard of someone using.
It's like it sounds like some Ace Attorney stuff where it's like use the dash.
Anyway.
So Xalia is still kind of doesn't want anything to do with this. Is hiding in the back and praying no one looks at her. She is going to use a spell slot to put a silent image red cloak on Aloe and keep it, because silent image she can move it, so she keeps it up.
Okay,
so it follows them. Yeah.
I'm going to mark him so that I can remember that.
Just
While you're doing that question, if I do a grapple, does that take up my action?
It is.
Yes.
It does, because it's a special attack.
Okay.
Alright, Xalia, you shimmer a. How clean is this cloak?
She's trying to model it off of the ones she sees on the dudes.
It's this dark red, kind of dingy cloak.
Yeah.
Shimmers into view on you, Aloe.
Yep.
Okay.
Lekai, Karydin slams a chair into one of these dudes.
Graceful 360-degree spin smash into the side of this dude's noggin.
What
The
do you
chair
do?
explodes.
Oh, and like the slice knife whizzes by your head.
Yeah.
Lekai doesn't even pay attention to the piece that whizzes by his head. He's just thinking about his cloak being thrown in a fireplace. just mutters under his breath, "I wish you hadn't done that." And question real quick.
Yeah.
If I do a grapple, does that put them at a disadvantage if I choose to attack afterwards?
Grappling does not. Grapple simply reduces their movement speed to 0, and you can drag them around as you move by moving at half movement. But what you can do is a shove, and you can shove them to the ground, essentially tripping them. That puts them prone, and that does confer an advantage. If you are right next to someone that is prone and you attack them, you do so at advantage.
Okay.
Real quick, keep in mind that you would only be able to attack with your bonus action, like your offhand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and a
I was
shove.
just
Yeah, and a shove, like a grapple, is a contested ability check.
Okay.
So they try to not get shoved.
Right. Lekai just mutters under his voice and says, "You shouldn't have done that." And then just goes for a stab.
Oh wait, you get extra bonuses with this now. Is it applied?
Is it?
He's using
It
his
was on the
short sword.
daggers. Not the
Oh,
short
he's using a short sword. Okay, yes,
Yeah.
correct.
13 hits. Uh, 5 damage. That hurt. Owie.
And I'm gonna use the other. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll use the other.
Okay.
Lekai is just all outright pissed.
An 11 does not hit. So you shank this dude with your short sword, and then like it goes into his hip. He doesn't like that very much, and he says "ow." And but then he goes and like bats away, still bleeding. Your other short sword attempt, because we're still not that great at dual wielding. Darn.
No,
At the academy.
still clumsy.
So, by the way, because in case you, just to remind you, you have one of your daggers was like enhanced, so it'll have a +1 to both attack and the damage rolls.
I was about to ask because my dagger currently says 0 in my inventory.
You have a dagger. You have 2 daggers. You have a dagger and a dagger of returning.
Yeah, that one.
That's weird. I don't know why my inventory says 0.
Yeah, it'll do that if you've because it doesn't like refresh. It doesn't. Yeah, my hand axe has the same thing because I used it as like a throw action, but it doesn't have like a refresh trigger. You have to just like add more.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can still use it. You just hit the thing on it.
It might actually just tell you can't because like you have no more left. If it has charges, I don't know. It did that for mine, but then I messed with it, so I don't know what yours looks like at this point.
Okay. I just wanted to check because that did kind of mess me up.
Okay. You definitely have it. When you go to use it, if it gives you fits, just let me know.
I mean, you specifically always have the dagger of returning.
Yeah,
That's
you
literally
always
what it
have it.
does.
Right. I remember that one. I was like, wait, why does it say 0? It's like-
Yeah.
Did the dagger of returning stop working?
So even if we have the tool, like if the tool's acting up, we can always just do it regular. We can do it live. Just remember that.
Okay. Okay.
We can do it the D&D, the original, God's intended way.
Carry Gynax.
So this person is going to reply with his own short sword. 19.
That definitely hits.
All right, let's see how much damage you do. 1 plus 2. 3 damage. So he's like, ah!
Yeah, walk it off.
Walk. Go on, walk it off. And then a 12. That does not hit.
Nope.
And then he's holding his side. Rhyol.
Alright, I swing with my hand axe, but not like the blade end, but like the blunt side of it, to try and just like bonk the one, the wrestler right by me.
Okay, the wrestler. Bonk him. Bonk him good. Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit.
Darn, that +0 not coming in clutch. Still don't know where that's coming from. Alright, well, I tried.
Okay. You want to move? Do you have a bonus action?
No, I have no bonus actions.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
good.
This one is going to look around for a chair. Doesn't find one. And instead he just takes out his sword and tries to shank Karydin with it.
He did
Fails
get decked
horribly.
He did get decked by a chair.
This dude is so off balance, he's swinging wildly. He can't find Karydin with his short sword. His vision is blurred from getting cracked with a chair.
Is that why he has disadvantage, or...?
No, it's their special multi-attack.
Okay.
But this one, that has not been chaired,
Uh-huh.
is actually going to attack Rhyol because she went to bonk at him, and he's going to hit 23?
Mm-hmm.
7 damage.
Hmm.
And then he's going to swipe back towards Rhyol again, just die, rookie! And 19.
Wow, die. That's their hazing, huh?
He's getting a little drunk and
It's the new hazing method.
the new
It's the
hazing
drunk
method.
ritual.
It's exactly what it is.
Ouch.
This one pulls out his sling, and the next one. The next one pulls out his sling. He's stuffing a sling bullet in it. Looks around, he's whipping it. Looks over at the 2 wallflowers, and goes to release it, but it sees that you both have red cloaks on, and he's really confused for a moment. He's like, "No, I'm not supposed to attack those." And the sling bullet goes wide, just clack, 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 slams into the stag head, and then looks around.
That was the one that got hit with the rock, right?
Yes.
That's
Did I
the one
hear?
that
Okay.
definitely hit you.
And looks around, picks up a chair, runs forward to Karydin. Let's see.
Karydin just staring at him.
So the chair does not hit. He just he swings where he thinks the Karydin was, but it was actually just the double vision from drunk Karydin there.
Drunk plus rock to the face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aloe, you have a fancy scarlet cloak, and also
I do.
there are many people advancing on your friends.
Gotta go to the restroom real quick.
I'll walk up, give this guy right here a real intimidating look. Same one I had on before. It's like, is this what you boys call hazing? That's me doing
Imagine-
my red cloak cosplay.
Uh-huh. Imagine a tiny
continue.
bird. Yeah, sorry.
And we'll go ahead and cast a Cure Wounds on Rhyol.
Okay. The shining, healing Aloe caresses Rhyol, restores her hit points from the nasty wound of being stabbed with a short sword.
From 1 HP, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wizards.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Yeah. It's the new method of hazing. If it doesn't kill you, it makes it stronger.
Wow. Shake my head at that guy and end my turn.
Karydin.
Can I move that way? Like between them?
Yes.
Okay.
You'll incur an attack of opportunity.
Oh, because that guy's threat range.
He's going to swing at you with his mighty chair. Look out.
Uh-huh. Can I...
Very scary chair.
That's value, though. Look at the value. Wait, no, that's 18. Whoops. Gotta... Yeah, I could do it. That's value, okay. So, Karydin is going to move there.
Okay.
Take an attack of opportunity.
Indeed. He's going to swing at you with his chair again. It's
Mhm.
now a true tavern brawl. Fails horribly. He can't
Okay.
get you. You're in two places at once.
Uh-huh.
He's wobbling
And Frost Breath.
on these two
And-
in front of you.
The idea is to just... Oh, that's a little bit too big, I think. Anyway, yeah, these two in front of me.
Okay.
I was gonna try to clip that one, but I think it's out of range.
Yeah, he's a little out of range. You might catch his cloak.
Uh-huh. He's got a very cold cloak.
Okay. They both fail.
Okay. And then other formula is the button.
Nice.
What?
That's a
Yes.
That's a lot of damage.
Frost Breath do be a little bit strong, though.
This dude is hella frozen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like the Mask when they tell him freeze and he just freezes.
Mm-hmm.
And the one behind him does not look like he is warm. He is a shivering.
Then... Again... Okay. Is unsheathing a weapon a bonus action,
No,
or...
it's a use an object.
Okay.
You get a free one of
Karydin's... Okay. Karydin's gonna... unsheath his longsword, and then I'm going to action search.
Oh.
And he's going to unsheath his rapier, and then step there, and then he's going to take a swing with his longsword at that dude.
Your longsword, which is in your left hand? Or is in your right hand?
Main hand. Longsword.
Okay. A 9 does not hit.
Yeah.
He's a little too drunk. Like you go to strike at him and he stumbles backwards a bit from the reeling from the blow of being drunk and also very very cold.
And then rapier, and then I think I lose proficiency because this is dual wielded.
No, you still make your attack roll with proficiency, but you don't get your damage modifier on the damage roll.
Okay. And this is rapier with the other hand.
Oh, yeah, that hella
towards this boy.
Okay.
So damage, then we will subtract. So -2 damage, right?
-5.
Oh, because that's dueling that it's taking into account,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So -5 damage, yeah, 6 on this boy.
Ding ding. Stab him in the side. It sinks in effortlessly like a needle. Just drag it back out. Nasty wound.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Xalia, your Dragonborn friend has frozen somebody.
Yeah, she's still doesn't want to be here and is kind of scared. She's gonna try to slink herself over here and hide under a table.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Huh?
Not bad. Okay. You hide on the table, find kind of move the chairs closer together to block more of your form.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a lot of big scary men getting very angry at each other. Something
So,
like that.
so is the red cloak still just hovering in the air now?
Yes.
Cool.
Both red cloaks are just hovering in the air.
No, the one on Aloe, she can move. It's staying
yeah.
on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lekai brings us to you. Things are developing.
Lekai is gonna continue his onslaught on this guy with daggers.
Okay, you are slotting them on. Are you using your dagger of returning or a regular dagger?
Regular dagger.
Okay, well, great. Natural one.
Nice. That's a good one. So real quick.
You go to slice with your dagger, but there's at the last moment there's some meat in your eye. You just have to wipe it, get it out of your face.
Yeah, I'm a little slightly inebriated, so I still miss.
Just a bit tipsy.
Let me make sure. The sneak attack works on the main weapon, correct?
Sneak attack works on any hit.
Any hit, okay. Alright. And
Any hit as long as the criteria for sneak is met.
Yeah, you have to be within 30 feet and funny stuff.
Yeah.
right, okay.
You have to either, in addition to it, Xalia said you have to have advantage on the attack roll, or an ally of yours has to be within 5 feet of your target.
Okay.
So
Alright, I
if
see.
you're, so if you're attacking the person to your left that's been hassling you this entire time, you would not be able to get sneak.
Okay.
But if you attacked anyone that was near Karydin, then you would.
Yeah, I have to attack him technically.
Yes.
But I'm pissed. He's threw my jacket in there. No.
21 hits on the jacket remover. 5 damage plus. That's the dagger of returning. It has to be because you only have 2 daggers.
Yes.
Okay. You do 6 damage to them.
And that will be it.
Okay. You stab
Like
him.
Karydin was for that one guy. I'm on this guy.
You stab him right in the stomach. He looks down like, oh, how could you do this? And then he goes and he's gonna push you off of him. So he's gonna do a shove at you.
I need the
Yeah.
strength check.
It's an athletics check or an acrobatics check, your choice, against his athletics.
See something real quick.
You don't have to beat much. I think as long as you don't roll a 1, you're good.
Almost.
He pushes on you. It's like, eh. Suddenly his strength leaves his body, and you are too rigid for him to move. And then he moves this way. He's like, he's bleeding, so he's not very happy. So, Rhyol, your turn.
I guess I look around, notice the now the one completely frozen. Well, okay, is it like completely frozen or like
Completely
just, like,
frozen. With like
He's dead.
icicles facing backwards.
Okay,
It's hella dead.
hella dead, and one of them is stabbed. We're trying to kill him.
I wasn't at first, but then people started stabbing. So like,
Look, man, he threw my jacket in the fire.
It's not in the fire.
remind me to never like mess with any of Rai's stuff.
Don't touch my shit, yeah. That's a general rule of thumb. Don't touch people's shit.
I guess there's not much I could do. Can't
You
control
can-
the other people.
You can do whatever
No,
you want to do,
no,
Rhyol.
That's not what nothing I could do about them. Is my complete thought there. Because it's like roughly the same damage.
You can.
Should I try to like body check with my backpack onto this ruffian.
Okay. Are you trying to like attack him and deal damage, or are you trying to move him?
I am trying to attack him.
Okay. Yes.
It's improvised weapon.
Yes, you can.
It's plus strength, right?
Plus strength,
1d20.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Four damage, okay. Clunk. He staggers it back a bit. Ugh, looks a little woozy. All four of these remaining wrestlers that are unfrozen do not look so well. Like they in addition to being drunk, they are not looking hot. The one you just body checked is going to try to kick Aloe.
Rude.
Because how dare they question the hazing method? 19.
That is a good kick.
Kicks you square in the chest.
It's because he realized he wasn't
One
actually
damage.
wearing a red
That's a good
cloak.
kick.
Fortunately, my chest is covered in fluffy feathers.
Patted the impact.
And then he sees your red cloak. I see you know. You've been through it. This is exactly how he haze.
Uh-huh.
Then he scoffs and goes to attack Rhyol with a hammer blow to the noggin.
Jeez. Jeez.
Whoops. 3 damage.
Remember, we still need someone here to ask to get some information, and then she pauses, and then like about the initiation. She assures.
This red brand, this rustler, this red cloak. I'm going to short sword. Miss. 13 on Karydin.
No.
That's terrible. He hasn't hit you a single time.
Karydin? Okay.
He's
Karydin
trying
right
to get
now.
his chair, and then he just gives up with the chair, and then unsheaths his short sword, but like sheaths it into the chair, and it's still stuck in. Like,
Oh my god.
Karydin
big
put a
struggle.
hand on the chair, like, seat,
so
when
he
he was
can't
trying to
move
pick it up.
And,
Uh-huh.
and like the drunk guy doesn't realize enough that he could just move and get out of the way of the chair, but
Yeah.
Aloe.
I just imagine all of this going down, and Karydin is just looking at them, just trying to swing. Very disappointed.
Aloe, you red and cloaked bird, Kenku, what would you like to do?
Bit of a long shot, but I'll give it a try. Look this guy right here dead in the eye. Whisper a few sweet nothings at him.
He's staring down. Erices. Have you tried Erices? He's going to make a... He's hella drunk. Yeah, he hella fails. He's now charmed.
Alright.
He's got hard eyes. What does your charm person look like? Or like, what are these sweet nothings that you're whispering to him?
Well, this guy's he's totally out of it. So I've still got this cloak on.
Mhm.
I'm just convincing him that I'm the boss. He works for me.
Oh, hey. You're my best buddy. I remember you now. I didn't see you
Yeah,
walk in.
And you almost killed these newbies.
Ah, they'll be fine.
That guy won't be.
Karydin.
We gotta do something about you, man.
Okay. So Karydin's gonna take another swing with his long sword.
How long does it last? An hour? Okay.
An hour, yeah.
At that man.
12 hits.
Damage. This is so we're gonna take 3 damage off this because he still has rapier unsheathed, and in his other hand,
2 damage?
3 off this because that's dueling, right?
Dueling is 2.
Dueling, we take 2 damage off of it.
You
So
apply.
he takes 10.
I apply 10
longsword.
damage, and he is effing dead.
And then rapier on the other guy.
On the charmed guy?
Oh no! Take that back!
You see Aloe like whisper to him, it's like, and then they start having a conversation with each other.
Karydin no longer is that, but he is going to take a step in this direction and do that attack with that same roll on this guy because
Okay.
I already did it.
A 9 does not hit.
Yeah, okay. So that whiffs.
The one you stepped away from is too busy talking to Aloe to bother to reach out and bonk you, so that's fine. Xalia.
She's just gonna peek over and shoot a chill touch at this guy.
Peek, peek, pew, pew. That definitely hits. A 20 will hit.
It's not 12, so that's just that.
Okay. Your chill touch saps the remaining life out of this person.
And then she's gonna immediately duck back down behind the table.
Oh wait, you were hidden. You technically make this attack at advantage, but if you don't care, it doesn't matter.
I hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Lekai. You see the one to your left, just a ghostly hand, and then he just falls down.
Lekai, still pissed, just continues to the next person.
The rampage.
Wait. No, he's gonna throw his dagger.
Okay, cool.
What, you see him littered with ice spikes and you're like, I want to do that.
Not necessarily.
Okay. 13 hits, yeah.
And apply a sneak attack to this. No, wait, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be 5. Slowly catching up.
You already did an attack roll.
13 still
Oh,
hits.
There we go.
Nice. Okay, so take us out of combat. We're done because the last one is charmed. So yeah, take us out of combat. How do you fell this person?
Lekai sees the one that threw his jacket being frozen and keels over and just shatters to pieces after being frozen. So he turns to the one that he sees last after noticing Aloe is oddly enough having a conversation with the other Red Cloak and just decides, well, if I can't beat up the one that took my jacket or that took my cloak, I might as well take you out, and just throws a dagger without to his side right into his heart.
And then after that, the dagger appears, poofs back into your hand.
Well, wasn't it like...
It was like
Yeah.
more. Yeah, it would be like effectively like a magnet. Like, you know how like in the X-Men movies, Magneto stuff like always like flies back into.
Okay.
Like, it would,
Jury
like, pulls it
rigged,
back.
like Earth
Yeah.
magnet BS?
Yeah, it's like a magnet. They gave him like a magnet, like a weird, semi-magical magnet, like wrist thing or whatever. Put on his hand, his throwing arm, and then like also attach it to the dagger.
The poof was only magical arcane dust as the
Uh-huh.
dagger rubber bands back to your hand.
Yes.
There we go. Perfect.
Rollback net codes back into your head.
All right, and for all intents and purposes, you have a. So after you've dispatched these rustlers, and Brecha has gone back around, the dagger returns to Lekai's hand, and there is a pleasant conversation going on between an Aloe with a shimmering red cloak to accompany the crimson streak in his feathers, and this rustler. And let's take we'll take a 3-minute break. We'll be back at the 50-minute mark.
50, and then we can finish up the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 minutes. I got you for 3 minutes. All right. So
This
see you
world
guys.
will explode and
So at 10:50 or 11:50 or 8:50. So look around. Aloe, you are comfortable knowing that you have this person under your Kenku wiles. He regards you as his friendly acquaintance, and he's like, "Oh hey man, how you doing? What do you mean? That's fine. They'll be fine."
See, look, they're fine.
He's still very drunk.
Fine. So, what's the deal here?
What do you mean? What's the deal? You said you're the boss. You're the boss. You know boss stuff.
Of course, but
We're,
you guys are just killing random recruits?
no, it's part of the hazing. See, look at them. They're fine. We always do this. We always do this to the new guys. And
Always.
he sits up, like he sits back and like jumps on the table. And he's now like sitting on top of the round table.
Mhm. Hmm.
Yeah, what are you doing anyway? There's only supposed to be. Did you get anything more for Starcloak, or do we have to deliver it?
For Starcloak.
Yeah, Starcloak.
My memory's a bit hazy. Care to remind me?
Make a perception. Sorry, not perception. Make a persuasion
hold
check.
on.
Okay.
No, let's update.
He must have had one too many drinks, am I right?
What was,
Is this a normal persuasion check?
Normal persuasion check. What did you say, Xalia?
Ooh.
I can also change the appearance of the illusion, so it just changes it to have the stars now. She doesn't know what they look like, so there's just random wizard stars on it now, but
It's a very strong persuasion check, Aloe. A strong natural 20. Okay. It's like,
Well, no, isn't the charmed effect, doesn't it give to roll 20? You roll 20, doesn't matter. Charmed effect gives the charmer advantage on any social ability checks.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a different spell for some reason.
Right, the charm?
I think the effect charm just gives that.
Yeah,
Oh, yep.
which this person is.
Okay. Yes,
right?
you did. It's the effect charmed. My bad. So you do have advantage on this, but you rolled a natural 20 anyway. Would you like to see if you roll another natural 20?
Yeah, sure.
Do it. If you get another natural 20, I'll just give you the book.
Almost close.
Aloe suddenly has the knowledge of the entire universe and its inner workings and machinations downloaded directly into his brain.
Yeah, Starcloak, he's the purple guy. Came in 2 months ago, started shaping us up, told us about that cool stuff, you know, that good stuff, you know what I mean? He kind of elbows you.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we take the magic items, give them to the gray guys. Oh, hey, nice
Of course.
cloak. Yours is all starry too.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, right?
Where'd you get that?
I had it the whole time.
What?
You've been drinking too much, man.
I gotta get this out of my systems. There's some water around? Hey, Bretcha, give me some water.
Where is she?
There's no response.
Is there like a place to hide these bodies?
Are you asking?
Yes, I'm asking.
If you want to hide bodies, you can hide
I can
them.
ask both in character, and then I'll also ask like out of character, if it's like a place I could see where like there'd be a good place to put bodies, so we don't instantly start like a war.
Because Accel, very experienced hiding bodies in real life.
The only immediate place is the fireplace, which would smell up the room, and there's behind the bar.
Yeah, hiding bodies, you can just put them in the usual place. That's where we put all of those other guys that don't pay up, Yeah.
I think let's say there was like a Tabaxi, would they go there too? A tax that's not paying up.
Nah, they're in jail at the manor. We don't kill those. If they're dead, they can't pay. I'm talking about the townie recruits. The people that join the militia, they gotta pay the protection money too. See, I'm part of the Dun-Telor of the new group.
I get you.
Anyway. Buddy. I'm so drunk. I forgot your name. I'm sorry. What's your name again? Is it? It's coming to me. It's coming to me. Hold on.
You got this.
Is it?
Hold on.
Okay, I'm holding. What am I holding on to?
I'm gonna use guidance on this guy.
Okay. Alright. I feel you're reassuring. Your name's Bread, right? No, that's something I eat. That's what I had for lunch. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Come on, buddy. Come on. You got this.
I'm too drunk.
Do your best. I believe in you.
Alright, I'm just gonna call you.
He starts wobbling.
I'm just gonna call you Chirpy. Alright, now listen, Chirpy.
Oh.
Anyway, Stormcloak, not Stormcloak. Oh, I'm so drunk. Stormcloak. Stormcloak said put the magic items with the rest of it. Don't throw them in the crevice. They said that's bad. We've been doing that for a while. You deliver them to the gray guys in the forest.
Guys in the forest.
Yeah, but you have to put them in the study for a bit so that they can be checked out. There's still something in the thing. I'm so drunk.
Thank you for being self-aware about how fucked up you are.
Where'd that come from?
Oh, that was out of character.
Can we get this guy some water, or?
I mean, you're the druid.
Yeah, Druid us up some water. No, is this Aloe asking, like, can we get him some water?
Yes.
Okay, Karydin pulls out his water skin and tosses it to Aloe.
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
Lekai just sits at the fireplace.
Make a perception check.
Aloe?
No, Lekai.
Oh, okay.
And then Aloe, what are you doing?
I'm offering this guy this water.
Oh, you're great. You're great, Narrator. I saw him front of you. He's kind of like leaning off of the table now as he sips the water. This tastes so good.
I don't know if we want to sober it up too much. I whisper into Aloe.
Listen, we've got an hour on this charm. We'll be fine.
If you say so. Yeah. Did you fall asleep?
Hey, buddy. I'll slap him on the face a bit.
Chirpy, hey.
Yeah, Chirpy.
Is that a slur?
No, it's not.
So, these gray guys in the forest. Any chance you can recall where they're located?
They're in the forest.
Of course, but anything more specific?
Yeah, Starcloak's kind of mad. He tells us where to put him. I don't go there.
Do you pay attention?
Do I look like I pay attention?
Absolutely not.
What was happening? Can I look, I guess, to the bodies? See what they have?
Yeah, roll investigation. Oh, by the way, Lekai, you see your hoodie. It's on the blue rug. It's like kind of under the table.
Lekai is ecstatic. It just snatches it up, puts it back over him. He says, "Yes."
All right. These red dudes have, between the three of them, they have one healing potion. Sorry, between the four of them, they have one healing potion, which is pretty useful. And they've just got their short swords, and of course their red cloaks. They're scarlet cloaks. But other than that, they don't really have anything useful, unless you consider pocket lint useful.
Could be.
I don't.
Oh wait,
I'm pretty sure.
And they have. You find 29 gold between the four of them.
Why are they so rich?
Because they've been mugging people.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure pocket lint is material for a spell. So, I don't know. Could
Add
be
pocket
pretty
lint to your inventory.
I refuse.
Aloe, what else would you like to ask this?
That's what I like to add.
This inebriated person. How else would you like to interact with this person if you would like to continue interacting with them? Or anybody else?
Not to.
I acknowledge we're on time, but if it's not a big deal, we can cut here, or we can get to the end of this interaction.
Like hard cut, but I am somewhat sleepy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's also that we're also gonna lose an hour. So.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So it's better if we just cut.
Okay.
I think that's for the best. That's okay.
All right, that's fine. So after we implore this red branded cloak person for information, we have gotten somewhat answers, and as the Aloe with this star-spangled, shimmery, illusionary red cloak continues to chum it up with the rustler that you left alive. We'll cut it there.
Okay.
Alright.